Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We're on US Highway 95. We're heading north. We're going to go up towards Laughlin, Nevada. Just drove across 66, leaving Vidal Junction. This is one flat, open, but pretty drive. I mean, you are crossing right through the Mojave Desert, like right here. Right off to the right there. That's the road that takes you, believe it or not, to Havasu Landing. That's how far you got to come around to get to Havasu Landing. That's a $2 boat ride across the lake. And it's still another 16, 17 miles from here down the road. But it's pretty amazing. Anyway, 95, we're going to go up through Needles. I thought we'd check out Needles and maybe some of the old historic Route 66. So sit back, enjoy the ride. This is BLM land, Bureau of Land Management. Big old cell tower. That's all solar and generator driven. There's no power lines out here. And this is Trucker Route 101. I mean, my goodness, these guys. It's a major cut through between I-40 and I-10. And the truckers just love this US 95. Crawling over a little mountain pass here. And we're popping over the pass. Straight out will be Needles. It's about 50 miles from Vidal Junction up to Needles, California. Okay, we're gonna cut off 95 for just a minute, about a half mile down. This is the actual official old road, Route 66 right here. It's all beat up, but there's a little place. They got storyboards, kind of little gateway center, whatever they call it. We're gonna go check it out. Right here it is. Right there's I-40 too. Anyway, they got really cool boards about the Route 66, especially in the California area, because I-40 and 66 are combined. They kind of go together. Not too many people know about this. Historic Route 66 California Gateway site, Needles Field Office. It's like a little picnic area. Stop, relax. Can you imagine back in the day how many people stopped here? Oh, when it was before I-40. But you can see here it's evolution of Route 66, the maps. They have one map that shows it going clear across the U.S. 2,200 miles. And we're right there. There you can see Needles, Laughlin, Straighthead, Bullhead City. You can see how all the three states combine there. Then Route 66 cuts across California, ends up right on the coast. Pacific coast. Anyway, kind of a cool stop if you ever get a chance. I think it's exit 5 off of I-40. One of these days, when the fuel isn't so out of sight, we'll take the trip across California. But not today. Anyway, cool little pit stop if you get a chance. Take it. So let's go back to the van. Look at the windmill with the signs on it. How many miles to wherever, huh? But we'll double back. We'll go back to the 95, then we'll cut on through Needles. Check it out. The mighty Mojave Desert. There's a good look at I-40. One major busy interstate. There's the exit right off 40. I'm pretty sure it's 5. And straight on out, you can see the Colorado River. Then down that direction would be, there's their inspection station, agriculture inspection station. Then once you get up the river, you cross over, and that's where Topak, and you enter right into Arizona. From Havasu, we're not that far. We've been skirting along the Colorado River the whole way up on the California side. And there's Route 66. Well, what do you say? Let's double back. We'll cruise through Needles. Crystal blue sky, nice and warm today. A little breezy, not bad at all. Perfect day for a ride through the desert. Right up here on the right, this RV park's been here for as long as I can remember. I've never stayed at it. You always see a lot of rigs there. You talk about heat in the summer. Ooh boy. It will get hot here. Extremely hot. You know, Needles is one of the hottest places in the country. There, Bullhead City, Laughlin. I guess just because it's so low in elevation and you're in that basin of the Colorado River. But the heat in the summer will explode here. That's why these roads get so roughed up so quick too. The sun just cooks that asphalt. What do you say? Let's head on into town. Right to the left, there's the field office for Needles. BLM. They're the guys that have all the maps and everything about the Mojave on this side of the river. There's a field office in Havasu, one down in Yuma, one here in Needles, and I'm not sure where the rest of them are. Anyway, we're at the very east end of town here. Right up here is I-40. We're going to cross underneath. And this is still the actual old Route 66 here. We're on the original highway. Back in the day before the interstate, this is how you came through here. Had the old convertible, the radio blasting, driving through Needles on Route 66. We're going to go up here to Old Town, see what we can find. This kind of stayed the same. Wow, look at almost $6 a gallon. Doesn't matter what you get, it's all $5.79. One price fits all. Goodness. That's awful. Okay, we'll wind around here and find Old Town. Look at the old palm trees. Carty's Camp, old gas station buildings. Still some of the old motels. I don't know what this one is. Some of the signage. Smog, don't have to get smog in Arizona. This should be, we're getting right up here to Old Town, where Old Town starts. They used to have a big sign, see if it's still up here. Yep, here it is. Welcome to Needles, California. Old covered wagon sign there. And this is the original old Route 66. Original old buildings. I think there's a museum up here. According to the maps, it was open. Got some pretty cool looking murals. Imperial 400 Motor Inn. Look at that. Econo Lodge. Carports. How about a Burger Hut? Go get a burger at the Burger Hut. Looking for a sign up here. Hopefully you find that museum. Wow, old movie theater. Look at that thing. Brick buildings. Looks pretty clean now down here. Aha! Museum. Yay! Found it. Well, the sign anyway. There's the official Needles Route 66 sign. Make a right here. Look at that. There's the train station. I think that's still active. A lot of trains roar through the desert along I-40. Yay, there's a museum. Thrift store museum, and it is open. Let's go check it out. Big old glass front stores, huh? Old stores. Train station, looks like a little town park. I like the old style of the buildings, all brick. There's that old movie theater. Go see a scary movie on a Friday night, huh? Let's go check out, there's a mural down here at the end. Here it is. Even got Snoopy on there. Very well done. Railroads, hot rods, Snoopy, the Route 66. Pretty cool. Pretty good parking here too. I didn't have a problem at all. There's your museum. What do you say? Let's go on in. Looks like they got books out here, maps, thrift store on one side. Gotta love the old pictures.
We cannot authenticate it, but we were told that it was the actual equipment that was used when they surveyed to build the Red Rock Bridge, and which was the first permanent structure. Out in the lobby, there are pictures of the old wood piling bridges that the railroads used to use.
Is that a steamboat?
Yeah, that is. Paddle wheel boat.
Yeah.
We have two replicas of it right there. Before there were railroads, there were no highways, and everything moved on the water. And this is the builder's plate off of that. You just leave the door unlocked and anybody can walk.
Well, pretty cool. The guy was born and raised here in Needles. A lot of history about the river, trains. It's a very small museum, but it's still here. They're preserving history, which is priceless. If you're in this area, you gotta stop. That steamboat stuff, that interests me, how they had steamboats along the Colorado River. Look at these right here. Here's pictures of them. They weren't real big, but Way before they built the dams, that was the way they got around the rivers. Isn't that something? Hauling grain to workers. I mean, that was like a waterway freeway, huh? Passengers, just a different world. Kind of wish you could go back there for once, huh? Old phonographs. Stuff about Native Americans. Some of the local stuff here. Pretty darn cool. Glad I stopped. It's all by donation. There's no charge to get in here. Too cool for school. I've driven through Needles, I don't know how many times, never stopped. Once again, look at there's their Chamber of Commerce. It's open. It's good to see things opening back up too. But drove through here so many times, never stopped. Now we did. That old movie theater, wouldn't you like to go in there? If the walls could talk, huh? Well, the old route here, it goes all the way through town. It kind of skirts along I-40. And you can actually pick up the Needles Laughlin Highway. You can go all the way up to Laughlin. You go from the California side straight into Nevada. Pretty cool. Right up here, we cross over the railroad tracks. There's quite a few. Needles is a railroad hub. Railroads, they run constantly along I-40. I usually go to the right up here, which is 95, takes you straight up into Fort Mojave and Bullhead City, but let's make a left, because this is still part right here of the old Route 66. See how they got the pavement markers on there? It's the official route. Look at that, they're building a new building there. Maybe a motel or something, huh? This is where all the truck stops and motels are for the truckers, travelers. All with the Route 66 theme. Here we're crossing back under I-40 again. Liquor and markets, and oh man, Budget Inn. Pretty cool looking murals too, huh? And we're almost out of town here. Now up here somewhere, the road should split. 66 will actually go off to the left, but we're gonna continue straight because we're heading up towards Laughlin. Las Vegas. Maybe one of these days we gotta get on up there too before it gets too hot. And in April I'd really like to get up in Nevada, explore around up there. Well, fun little trip. Gotta get up here at Laughlin, spend the night. Guess what? We're heading right back south again. The journey never stops. The journey continues. Talk soon.